Hey, welcome everyone from SGP and those watching on my channel. So, the ultimate question, Gears of War 3, should you buy or should you not? And I'm going to run through some facts, I'm going to run through my own opinions, and before we get into that, I want to tell you guys that this is some partial footage from a round where it's the first time I ever went positive with kills. Like, I've gone even before, but this is the first round I ever played where I went positive. To be honest, I stole a few kills, but nonetheless, I was the last man standing. It was 2 against 1, and I managed to pull off the win for my team. So pretty happy with that, and you guys can check this out. First thing, you guys noticed at the beginning there's a bit of lag, and that's the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about. That apparently, and if I'm wrong, someone correct me in the comments, Gears of War 3 has dedicated servers. So one of the biggest issues I think people have with Call of Duty or with Black Ops specifically is that if you don't have host, you're screwed. Or at least if the person's not close to your geographic location, you're pretty much toast. You know, if you get someone on their Walmart connection playing Ground War or something, they're gonna be able to get every kill streak known to man, and you're just struggling to get kills. You'll have hit marker issues, everything. The list goes on and on. Everyone's very familiar with all these things. So that being said, apparently Gears of War has dedicated servers, and you don't really notice these lag issues the same. At least it doesn't seem apparent. Now, the first thing that I'm kind of concerned with is that lag at the beginning, was that everyone or was that just me? You know, because I'm on a pretty good connection. So if there's a dedicated server and I'm on a good internet connection, you would think that shouldn't happen. But aside from that, that happens the odd time. I haven't really had any negative experiences with lag. So overall, pretty good. So definitely a positive compared to Call of Duty there. Now, the next thing, I mentioned this in the video on SGP, but you got the campaign. The campaign's fun. It's new. Uses a lot of the same stuff that they already had, which is very successful. They didn't really change too much that way. They basically had a good thing and stuck with it. If you're into the story, yeah, it's for the campaign alone, it might be worth the buy. Now, is it worth the $60? Well, I feel like I represent a lot of people when I say that depends on the replay value. The campaign's great, but you know the difference between me just buying it or perhaps just renting it for the day is going to be the multiplayer. So now, I was never much of a Gears of War fan, but looking at the multiplayer, it's pretty fun. But to be honest though, being a Call of Duty fan, I do see myself not playing this too much once Modern Warfare 3 comes out, and definitely not at all once Skyrim comes out. This is going to be a game that I play probably pretty heavily for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and that probably will be about it. So, you know, if that impacts your own opinion, then, you know, I guess it depends on your personal preference, your personal style, and, I don't know, just whether you want to have a break, because the biggest thing is that this has been a refreshing break from Call of Duty. It's been something new to do, something that's interesting to watch. It's a different feel to the gameplay. It's much slower paced. So if nothing else, it's just you know, it's a nice refreshing break. Now other things is for matchmaking specifically, I have noticed that matchmaking is fairly slow. Now that being said though, I've only played ranked team deathmatch, so I'm not sure if maybe different game modes are possibly faster because it's not so important as to what rank you are. But compared to Call of Duty, compared to Halo, even matchmaking is fairly slow for Gears of War. But I've never yet been put into a partially finished match, and the games themselves last, you know, a good 10 minutes at least every time you get in. So once you're in, it's great, but in between when you're waiting, it's, you know, it is a couple minutes before you're into the game, which is kind of a downside, but you know, take it as you will, I suppose. But anyways, guys, so here we are. We're at four lives apiece. I ended up going 8-2, and just to kind of highlight some cool features, there's in this game, if you stay still, I think, I'm not sure if you have to stay still, but basically you can revive yourself if you're not too damaged and like you keep on tapping A real fast. You can revive yourself, which is pretty cool. And the other thing is that if you are looking at someone with the left trigger and you tap in the left thumbstick, you can mark them. So basically everyone on your team, there'll be a blue marker if it's Cog, there'll be a red marker if it's Locust, and you can kind of pinpoint the location of an enemy to the rest of your teammates, kind of like a marker above their heads. And the cool thing about that is, you know, a lot of people don't, as you see right there, the blue mark, a lot of people don't talk. You know, a lot of people don't use their microphone, and I think this is a good way of balancing out the fact that, you know, you might get stuck on a team of randoms who, you know, aren't communicative. Well, now that kind of solves the problem just a little bit, because now you have a way of still kind of silently communicating, and it's very effective because it actually tracks them for like a solid, you know, 5-10 seconds or so. So here we are, last moment. It's 2-on-1. One of the guys is grabbing the mortar. I have the I have some grenades, kind of hoping that it'll scare him off. And you'll see the ending. It's a pretty decent ending. Now, just while we're waiting for this to finish here, I'm a big user of the Lancer because I don't know about you guys, but I suck with the shotgun. I feel like every time someone comes up to me, they have either shotgun, they'll just walk up and I explode every single time. Whereas when I do it, you know, I try to aim and like, you know, right here, like I'm almost dead and I don't even think I hurt that guy. But I try to aim and basically just doesn't do anything to the people. Boom! Anyways, guys, that is my opinion. Ultimately, I would think that if you have the money and it's not going to make you broke, go for it. Go for the purchase. If not, this is probably a game you can live without if you're willing to wait until Modern Warfare 3. Anyways, guys, that's all for me. Take it easy, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.